Hey, why do we love stories? This is the meta-narrative where we answer that question. I'm Joshua David Ling, and today we talk about a storytelling twist on personal philosophy that will change the way we think about personal growth and development. You probably have a really strong idea of who you are as a person. Everyone does. Anyone who tells you different is probably trying to sell you something or act super spiritual. But the fact is, you are a character in a larger narrative, one that God wrote before the beginning of time. You don't know what's around the next corner, but the author does. And what does that mean for us as characters? N.D. Wilson is a Christian and an author, and he has some thoughts.
If you really want to understand what people think the world is, ask them what they think the world is made of. What is it actually made of? Is it made out of goop? Is it made out of chaos? Is it made out of hydrogen? What is it made from? If you look at the truck, it's like, okay, so this is steel. What's it made? What's the steel made from? What's it made out of? And you say, well, we dug it out of the earth and we melted it down and we created steel from iron and so on. Go beyond the molecular level, go to the atomic level. What are the atoms made of? Electrons, protons, nuclei, one per atom, please. What's the nucleus made of? What's the electron made of? And they'll tell you, well, there's up quarks and there's down quarks. There's leptons and there's elementary particles. What are those? What are they made of? Have you ever seen one? And the answer is no, they haven't seen one. No evolutionist, no Darwinist, no total secular atheist can answer this question of what's it made of. The answer in the end is nothing. We're not Buddhists that, think that there's no real reality, it's all illusion. The miracle, the magic of it is that it's real. That hurt. I can hurt myself on this stuff. This is tangible stuff, spoken, and now it's here. A lot of Christians wonder why God isn't present anymore. Where is he? Where is he gone? And the answer is, he's right here, he's talking. Because if he wasn't, this truck, this sturdy old truck, wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. With the power of his, well, dare I say it, magic, it's here. And it's all spoken. And you want to know if he's still around, you want to know if he's still talking. He's not speaking in English, which is what we want him to do. Please, God, tell me what to do for lunch today. He won't. He'll tell you something like 2 hot dogs and a Coke for $1.99 from nothing over there. You get all this talking, constant talking. You've got a squirrel in the road getting run over. You're saying, what do I do on my test? Am I going to pass this test? And he says, squirrel, and really quiet car. The end. Another little narrative that goes on around you. And we ignore it all. We just walk through with our heads down, pretending like it's not really here, wondering, where's God? It's like, I don't know. Maybe he's, spinning a sphere through space at Mach 86, caring about you while you're actually going about your business. Once you actually understand that the world is spoken, once you understand that this is a word, that I am a word, that you are a word, that this entire world is a swirl of story, you have to then ask yourself what kind of character you are. Which character are you? Who are you? Are you the guy who's there just to make the actual hero look good? Are you the guy who's there just to die as a morality tale, as a lesson, a cautionary tale for other people? And you might not be one of the real villains. You might not be a lecherous youth pastor or an unfaithful husband. You might not be egregiously bad, but you might be, well, you are something. You are the backstabbing friend. You are the irritable dad. You are the horrible boyfriend. You are the gossip of a girlfriend. You are a complainer. You are a whiner. You are someone. And you are someone that you would probably not actually like if you saw them on screen. You probably wouldn't actually like that character if you read that character as described by a master novelist in a book. Think about the story. The story exists. Trials come. Minor trials and macro trials. Kids spill milk. Do you snap at them? Do you lose it? Your pipes freeze. Your girlfriend leaves you. Who are you in that story? We always assume we are sympathetic. We assume that we have our own soundtracks, that we exist in some sort of indie hipster film that's about us and our idiosyncrasies and makes us sort of quirky and lovable. That's not what's going on. You might not be the star. We should be laughing because God's laughing. We should be sacrificing ourselves because God sacrifices his own son. We should be like him. We should be those characters. You know your thoughts. You know your temptations. You hide them from everybody else, but they're real, and those are part of your character. Deal with those become a more interesting character. Become a character that's not bored and therefore not boring in this world.
On the contrary, O man, who are you to answer back to God? The thing that is molded will not say to the molder, "Why did you make me like this?" Will it? Or does not the potter have right over the clay to make from the same lump one vessel for honorable use and one vessel for common use? God is indeed the one who shapes you, whether you think he does or not. He also calls you to respond to his call for salvation and repentance. He calls you now to bow the knee as honorable knights and dames in his army, in his kingdom, and to live an interesting life. Will you refuse the call to adventure? Or will you step out that door like Bilbo Baggins, knowing who knows where you'll be swept off to? If you think you have no clue what that call is, I think you know where to look. If you like this video, we release another meta-narrative every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications when new episodes release. And remember, we love stories because we want to believe they're true.